Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafizi bin Mohd Midhal. My metric number DN180055. So today I will present about my PSM1 entitled of Appraisal of Student Satisfaction and Expectation Towards Maintenance Service Quality in UTHM. So I will begin with my first slide. So this is the content that I will present for today's. The first is introduction, problem statement, objective, literature review, methodology, and also conclusion. Now I will explain about my introduction and aim for this study. According to Khalid et al. 2019, stated that the concept of building maintenance can be characterized as maintaining, improving, restoring for each facility following agreed standards. In the process of building maintenance, proper and systematic planning is needed to provide a longer shelf life to the buildings. In the context of university, one of the main goals of the university building is to create an environment conducive to supporting and promoting learning and teaching. Therefore, the success of the university also always depends on the quality of the assets and maintenance services of the implement buildings. So for the aim of this study will be conducted specifically to evaluate the student satisfaction and expectation towards maintenance services quality in UTHM. Alright, so next is problem statement of this study. Student satisfaction and expectation have risen not only in terms of the quality of teaching, but also in terms of the state of the facility and maintenance offered at the institution. According to Hafizi et al. 2020, many of higher education students describe this issue as very much to be taken seriously because this is related to student satisfaction with the maintenance services provided. Besides that, quality maintenance management also is indispensable and essential. Hence, services is one of the regarded to be a significant factor in ensuring consumer satisfaction. Alright, so this is the objectives of this research. This research aim will be realized through achieving the following objective. The first objective is to determine the perceived level of student satisfaction towards maintenance services quality in university. The second objective is to determine the level of student expectation towards maintenance services quality in university. And third objective is to analyze the gap between perceived level of student satisfaction and level of student expectation towards maintenance services quality in university. Okay, so this is the summary of literature review that I've been conclude. Okay, so from the previous literature, Khalid et al. 2019, and according to BS 3811 1964, that define building maintenance mean any work done to preserve or maintain and restore each facility. It indicates that building maintenance is a work required to improve any facility covering every part of the buildings and its services as well as the surrounding area to reusable facilities and services. In general, maintenance work can be categorized into two parts. The first is planned maintenance and the second is unplanned maintenance. In the planned maintenance section, there are other types of maintenance, namely preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance. Meanwhile, unplanned maintenance also refer to work carried out on an emergency basis in a buildings. Besides that, unplanned maintenance as well will be done if there is any damage or failure in the building's area suddenly, by Olan Renwaju and Abdul Aziz 2015. There are several of components to the maintenance process by Chandra Dahal R and Raj Dahal K 2020. The first component is servicing, rectification, and also replacement. We move to the methodology of this study. So the activity flowchart will use in this study throughout completing this study and to achieve the objectives that have been set in the flowchart as shown in the figure below. So this is the flowchart of this study. Okay, so the next is the circle model that will be used in this study. Alright, so what is the circle model? Okay, the circle model is one of the multi-dimensional research instruments specially designed to assess consumer expectation and perception of various services related based on 5 elements used to represent services quality. This circle model constructed by Parasuraman et al. 1988. So there are 5 aspects that need to be recognized. The first element is tangible. Okay, for the tangible, what does it mean is physical facility, equipment, the appearance of personnel, communication, and material. The second component or element is reliability. Reliability is the ability to perform the promised service dependably and accurately. And third element is responsiveness. What is responsiveness mean is the willingness to help customers and provide prompt services. The fourth element is assurance. The knowledge and courtesy of employees and their ability to inspire trust and confidence. And for the last element is empathy. The empathy means that the caring, individualized attention provided to customers. Okay, so this is the circle model used by previous study. Okay, the first study about factor influencing the service quality on student satisfaction at Management Science University by Bomres and Rahman 2018. So according to the findings, tangible service and empathy are important factors in determining MUS student satisfaction. So the next is student satisfaction on facilities in University Utara Malaysia by Shah Kamal Idris et al. 2016. According to the finding, all UUM students are happy with the overall quality of the services given across all 5 dimensions or elements. And the next is service quality and student satisfaction, a case study at private higher education institution by Hassan et al. 2009. So according to the result of the regression analysis, 2 aspects of a service quality, which is empathy and assurance, are the most important factor in determining student satisfaction. Okay, so for the next study is assessment of student satisfaction of facility service quality in private university by Lee et al. 2021. According to the result of the survey, there are 4 major groups of factors that influence student satisfaction at private university. The first is tangible, assurance, empathy, and also reliability factors. So this is the element that I already mentioned just now. Okay, so the next is student satisfaction towards the university. Does service quality matters? By Chinwei and Sri Ramalu 2011. Okay, according to the finding, empathy is the greatest component connected with customer satisfaction out of the 5 dimensions examined. So the next is the impact of the service quality on student satisfaction in Higher Education Institute of Punjab by Osman 2010. The total model fifth rather well, indicating that tangibility, assurance, reliability, and empathy all have a considerable influence on student satisfaction. And last, for the previous study, use circle model for the instrument, assessing the relationship between higher education service quality dimension and student satisfaction by Al-Alaq et al. 2012. In this study result, it was discovered that the assurance and reliability dimension or element of service quality, we are the two most essential aspects of service quality, and that they had a statistically significant positive association with student satisfaction. Okay, so the next is questionnaire design. Okay, this study, the questionnaire will be constructed based on adopted from the SERVQUAL model. This questionnaire will be given using a Google form and will be divided into 3 parts consisting of section A, B, and C. The question will be the Likert style question that need respondent to give a rate from 1, which is strongly disagree, and 2 disagree, 3 intermediate, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. The questionnaire comprises with 22 items for assessing student satisfaction and 22 items for assessing student expectation, organized into 5 elements by Parasuraman et al. 1988 and Parasuraman et al. 1985. Okay, so this is the summary of questionnaire for this study on the topic of perceived level of student satisfaction towards maintenance service quality in UTHM. So the 5 elements that I already mentioned, which is tangibles, reliabilities, responsiveness, assurance, and also empathy. So each element have 4 items of question and also 5 items of question. Same also for the level of student expectation towards maintenance service quality in UTHM. All these elements have 4 items or question and also 5 items. So comprised of all these, we have 22 items for this questionnaire. Okay, so the next slide is data collection method. So for this research or this study, an in-depth quantitative method will be used. So this study will be using the questionnaire as the instrument tool, which is derived based on the SERVQUAL model approach and to measuring student satisfaction and expectation towards maintenance service quality in UTHM. So for the data analysis method for this study, the data will be run and analyzed with the help of SPSS software to get the mean score for each item questionnaire. And also the SERVQUAL gap analysis will be used to analyze the gap between the perceived level of student satisfaction and the level of student expectation towards maintenance service quality in UTHM. Okay, so the next is, in this study, the reliability of the scale will be using Crombath Alpha to test so that it's enabled to produce a robust and valid result. The test also is used to determine whether there is a gap between the perceived level of student satisfaction and level of student expectation towards maintenance service quality in UTHM on each respective maintenance service item provided. The means of 2 groups that will be tested is the population between male and female of students UTHM. So for the population target, the target population is the student of the UTHM Pagoh campus only, and the total target of respondent to be collected is 180 respondents, which is 30% from 600 student population that researcher needs at the UTHM Pagoh campus, comprises all faculty. All these respondents are the students of UTHM and undergraduate student only, comprises of all faculty on Pagoh campus, which is FAST, FTK, and also PPD. Okay, so for the conclusion for this study, so the expected result that will be get for this study, the expected result in this study will provide a few benefit and positive impact to the population that will benefit specifically the UTHM student and the UTHM itself. Okay, the first for the contribution, to provide exposure to UTHM students about the importance of quality maintenance services, as well to know their perception and expectation on the quality of maintenance service performed. Is there give satisfaction to student. For the relationship, the study also will want to look at the relationship between male and female student, whether there is a significant difference in terms of their evaluation of the quality of maintenance services performed in UTHM. So this is the expected result that I expect for this study. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you very much.